Welcome to Paris, a city for the senses demanding to be explored and embraced. The centre of fashion, culture and romance plays host to the third stop on the inaugural season of the European Poker Masters. Situated along the Champs-Élysées in the heart of Paris, L'Aviation Club has earned a reputation as one of the top poker rooms in Europe. Players from across the world descended upon the French capital for the chance to battle it out for one of the most prestigious titles in the land, the Poker Heaven Paris Hold'em Trophy.
It's a fantastic place to play poker. Looking once again to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Gus Hansen to my first EPM event. It'd be great.
Seasoned professional Surinder Sunar was joined by online qualifiers, celebrity hopefuls and poker lovers alike as they took on the locals for a seat at the final table.
The French players are quite aggressive and they bluff quite a lot.
Emotions were high as huge egos, short tempers and lucky charms went to the felt to do battle for a slice of the €500,000 prize pool. As the day drew to a close, the anxious survivors held onto their dwindling chip stacks as big names fell by the wayside.
All I can say is I put my chips in 3 times with the worst hand, and I suppose I got what I deserved.
After 12 hours of unyielding poker, the crowd swarmed to the table as the 8 finalists celebrated their momentous achievement, the chance to become the Poker Heaven Paris Hold'em champion. Let's join the final table. So the first player to take his seat at our final table is Francois Tardieu. Only been playing poker for 2 years, but he does have a lot of experience of playing backgammon. In fact, in the last 4 years, he's won the European Backgammon Championship 3 times, ranking him 3rd in the world. He comes to the final table with 64,000 in chips, putting him in 8th position. In seat number 2, another Frenchman, it's the player with the perm, Xavier de Tournelle. He's an art dealer by trade. He likes his poker. He comes to our final table with 80,000 in chips. This is our chip leader in seat number 3, Sam El Sayed. He was born in Lebanon, now lives in Switzerland, and in one of life's little ironies, despite the fact he's bald, he's a hair designer. He has 190,000 in chips, and he says he doesn't care whether he finishes 2nd or 8th. They're all the same to him. He wants to win this. Let's meet our 4th player. It's Benjamin Brahmi. He's got a lot of online experience. This is one of his first major live tournaments, certainly his best results so far in his poker playing career. He's a horse racing journalist by profession. He comes to the table with 66,000 in chips. In seat number 5, one for the mums, it's the fresh-faced Bryce Cornu. He's a student, he's actually training to be a professional pilot, so we're better for him to play than at the Aviation Club here in Paris. He's got 154,000 in chips. In seat number 6, our 5th French player, Gilles Smadia. Now, as well as poker, this guy loves the dice tables. A man after my own heart. Hope for his sake he has more success than I do. How will he fare in this tournament? He's got 143,000 in chips. Now here's someone who's become a familiar face on the European circuit in the last few months. It's Benjamin Kang from Berlin. He's a consultant by trade. Being German, he has to bring a beer to the final table. A big guy, and he's likely to be a commanding presence at the final table with 155,000 in chips. And making up our final table is Maya Bonchetry from Paris. Now this guy played poker when he was a student, but he hasn't played for years. His mate rang him on Monday and said, fancy playing in a poker tournament? And he thought, why not? This is his first ever tournament, and here he is, on TV. Well, there's one poker legend, Mel Judah, who is tour director of the European Poker Masters. And with me in the commentary box is another. It's one of the original voices of televised poker and the founder of Poker Europa magazine, Nick Sheremeta. Hi there, Nick.
Good evening to you, James.
Now, you nearly didn't make it into the commentary box for a very good reason. You nearly made this final table.
Yeah, I was in the tournament. I managed to make it down to 2 tables
Still 2 and 4,000.
before I ran into an accident, shall we say. But I got in the money, so I'm a happy bunny.
Now, you might have a bit of an insight into some of these guys then, having played with them. We know that Sam El Said is the chip leader. Is he the tournament favourite?
I wouldn't make him tournament favourite. No, I think the strongest player is really Benjamin Kang. He's much solider. Sam's a wild card. He's like to play any two cards, really.
Now, what about this guy, Francois
Francois
Tardieu? He's raised it up with
13,000.
9-10 of clubs here.
Yeah, he's a very steady player. He's going to play by the book, should we say. He won't be very adventurous. I would say
Bryce
10-9 of
Foles?
clubs is about as adventurous as he's going to get.
Gilles Foles.
Raising it up in first position. But he's just got the
Ben
blinds to get
Foles
through. Benjamin
and
Kang
Maya
gives up the
Foles.
small blind, and Maya Bonchati gives up his big blind, and that one will get
Okay.
through. So this is how you play No Limit Texas Hold'em. Every player has to post an ante, which is a set amount. The two players to the left of the button or nominated dealer place the small blind and the large blind. These are forced bets to get the action started. Then all players are dealt 2 cards face down. Now we have the first round of betting, with the player after the big blind acting first. He or she can now fold, match the big blind, or raise it. Once all the players have acted, the first 3 of the shared or community cards are dealt face up. This is called the flop. Then we have another round of betting, and the next card is dealt. This is called the turn. There's then some more betting. And the final community card, the river, followed by the last round of betting. Everyone still in the hand then turns over their cards, and the best 5-card hand wins. So they've all posted their antes. Maya Bonchati posts the small blind of 2,000 and Francois Tardieu posts the big blind of 4,000, which means action will be on Xavier Duternel. We see there in the sunglasses.
Passed by Xavier.
Our chip leader, Sam El Said, ace 8.
He may well pop in a bet with this.
Well, he's counting chips behind the line.
Call.
Just calling.
Called by Sam.
That may allow others to limp in as well. Benjamin Brahmi's got king-queen offsuit, not unplayable.
Oh, on a le temps à perdre, alors je peux le faire. Parfait. Call.
Called by Benjamin.
So 2 limpers.
Pass.
Now Benjamin Kang on the button with queen 9.
Called by Ben.
Looks like we're going to have a multi-way pot here, Nick.
Family pot.
Called by Maya.
Wow. 3 queens out amongst the cards, so
We have a 5-way pot here.
Francois has checked his option with the king 4. 5 players go to the flop.
The flop is 5 Jack 4.
Check.
And Francois is leading here with the pair
Checked
of
by
fours.
Maya.
Check.
Checked by Francois.
Check.
Checked by Sam.
A lot of checking going on here. No one wants to take a stab at it.
Checked by Benjamin.
Check.
Everybody checks.
I think they are all showing their relative inexperience because the
6
bet
on the
would have
turn.
picked this pot up.
Check.
Well, that 6 changes thing. It puts Bonchitri in front with a pair of 6s.
But he doesn't know that. Also, Sam El Said has got a straight draw, so for 7 hits.
Check.
Everybody
They
checks
checked it
again.
again. Very cautious, isn't it?
9 on the river.
Yeah. I think they're all
Check.
being a bit nervy.
Check.
Is anyone going to bet on the end?
20,000.
Sam bets 20,000.
Well, Sam missed his draw, so he's going to try and pick it up.
Benjamin passes.
What are you trying to sell me here again?
Now, Benjamin Kang does have the best hand,
What I can tell you.
but will he call?
Play Jack 7 again?
If I have Jack 7, I will check.
All right, good answer.
Oh, he lays it down.
Pass.
Well, that's a very interesting bit of caution by Benjamin.
And
And
folded
Sam
by
takes the pot
Francois
down.
as well.
Well, that's going to give Sam a lot of encouragement because it was a pure steal. It was a naked bluff. He has absolutely no pair, no nothing at all to do with the flop, and yet he picked up a five-way pot. Now that's going to encourage him to carry on doing this. If he's done it once, he'll say, "Okay, I'm going to keep doing it. See if it works again."
I mean, at this stage, at the final table of a major tournament, it's unusual to see 5 limpers and then it checked round on the flop and on the turn.
Yeah. I would say that's a reflection of the relative inexperience of all of these people. As I said, they've all got proper jobs. The nearest you get to a professional, I guess, is Benjamin Kang, who's been playing quite widely on the European tournament circuit this year. But the rest of them are basically recreational players who find themselves with a shot at 130,000 euro.
Yeah, we've got a €426,870 prize pool in this tournament. The Paris Hold'em Trophy, brought to you by PokerHeaven.com.
4, 5. Go.
So our chip leader's under the gun here. He's got Jack 9.
Et on est là pour s'amuser, c'est pas deux caméras qui vont... Hein?
Très bien.
12,000.
Well, clearly that last hand gave him
Sam
confidence,
bets
Nick, because now he's raising it
There you
up.
go. In early position.
Hein?
This is a very unorthodox thing to do.
I'm not here to, oh my god.
A big raise like that in early position would normally indicate some strength. A raise in late position can be construed as more of a steal, but this is wild stuff.
And he's going to
Everyone
pick up the
passes
blinds and
and
antes
Sam
here.
takes-
Well, he's doing what you're meant to do with a big stack. Play it aggressively.